years now. Yeah, it's quite long. Yeah, with British school also, we do this quite a long time already.
You've been cooperating with the British school for a long time?
Yeah, for a long time already.
Right.
Yeah.
So how many volunteers came along from the school and others?
Every year we have more than 10, 15, 20. Every year we have like that. Like, there's quite a lot of the kids come to help for clean up. It's quite a lot of them. Right?
Let's just bring Nigel in here just to confirm then. Who are the students then? You're a teacher obviously, but how are the students you got?
We brought six students this year and 4 teachers. The students are doing this as part of their IB CAS programme on the whole, and also obviously they're all keen divers and they're developing their dive experience.
CAS is the Community Action Service?
Community Action and Service for the IB Diploma programme.
Right.
So,
but they still volunteered to do it, or they want to do it? Or?
Yeah, they chose to do it. They paid to do it, so it's a bit more than volunteer.
Paid to do it?
Well, they get an overnight on the Scuba Cat. We've been out there for 2 days, 7 dives, so yes, they paid a little bit, but heavily subsidised by Scuba Cat.
Right.
So they paid enough for the food, I think, basically.
Right. Maxine then was one of the students. Did you enjoy it? Did you learn much from it?
Yeah, we did.
What was the most exciting part or the most enjoyable part?
Getting all the rubbish off of the coral and seeing how much it's influenced the environment.
Right. Was it hard work getting that rubbish up?
Sometimes, if it was a heavy load. And if the coral had grown into the rubbish, it was hard to get it off at times.
Okay. Suchart, tell us about this rubbish then. We can see over here, we've got big ropes, metal springs. You tell us what's the worst part or the most difficult part to get up?
Normally we get a difficult one is about the net, because the net is stuck and then on the corals and everything is very difficult to take off. Sometimes they stuck at the coral about 2 or 3 years already, and then last year we tried to take it out, but we cannot take all the thing out, and then this year we try again, and then some of them still stuck at the corals. That's why what we try to do is try to take the net out of the coral every year like that.
But you did manage to get these big, they look very heavy ropes, yeah?
Yeah, this one is very heavy rope, that right, yeah.
What about this metal as well? Umbrellas? And
There's the umbrella. Sometimes it's wind very strong, and then they take the umbrella from the mainland, come down to the sea, and then we try to take everything out. And, yeah.
What sort of weight or volume on the total you managed to go?
Is most of the here is in the net in there. In most of the sea here, but it's outside that we don't have more bag to put it on. We have some more like nets. Most of the thing here is the net, fishing net, line, everything is there. It's like bottle, thing like that. Battery we have in here also.
And a wheel, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, or ties.
Wheels, ties, yeah. And then most of the thing we got. We try to take everything out, but the most of the here is the nets. Because it's a lot of sometimes the fishing boat, they come to park inside and then they try to take all the nets out of the thing, and then they're stuck on the corals. But
do you ever get any conflict arguments with the fishermen who are dropping some of this rubbish?
Yeah, we try already. We try sometimes. We try to tell them like, don't try to drop anything like that, because if they start to drop something like that in the water, and then they're stuck on the corals. When they're stuck on the coral, what is that happen? The coral gonna start to dead. When they're dead, most of the fish, they come to put the egg around the corals. And what is that happen to them? In 10 more years, they're not gonna get like fish or something like that coming up. It's for them. There's not many fish coming up. It's growing up again.
Back to Nigel. How many dives did you do altogether then?
This year we did 7 dives altogether, 6 dives picking up rubbish and a night dive when we just took the students for a fun dive as a reward for their...
You couldn't see the rubbish at night?
Well, we could see some of the rubbish, but we didn't want the students overloaded, so night dives hard enough without trying to pick up rubbish and giving them another task, so one thing at a time. So, we're very careful about safety. They weren't lifting any of the heavy weights. The instructors were using lift bags for anything heavy. and very careful with the students. They were careful in their turn not to damage the coral, so getting the nets off took them a very long time at points. They were there with scissors, cutting it very carefully around.
They're all fully trained, qualified divers, are they, the students?
Yes. We wouldn't take anyone out who hadn't been diving in the last 12 months, and they're all at least PADI open water divers. Some of them are advanced and rescue divers as well.
Did they learn those skills at the school or out on the sea?
Mix. We have a diving program at the school which teaches students and does an annual trip up to the Simlands with Scuba Cat, and that takes some of the students through rescue divers. Some of them are trained separately, some of them learn with their parents on holiday, all sorts of variations, and hopefully they all carry on diving with the school.
Maxine,